This video is education purpose only. Today I am going to talk about the Werner's theory. This topic belongs to the coordination chemistry. Introduction to the Werner's theory. In 1893, scientist Werner proposed the formation of coordination compounds. He was supposed to be the father of coordination chemistry. According to the Werner's theory, when coordination compounds are formed, the central metal atom or ion shows variable oxidation state, means coordination number of coordination compound is more than their valencies. He also explained the concept of auxiliary valencies. Example is, suppose there is a formation of COCl3 6 of NH3 coordination compound. In this coordination compound, the charge on cobalt is 3+. That means valency of cobalt is 3. Actually, the coordination number of this complex compound is equal to 6. Actually, the coordination number of COCl3 6NH3 is equal to 6. That indicate 6 ligands, means NH3 ligands are directly attached to the cobalt having charge or valency is equal to 3. He studied number of coordination compound. Second coordination compound studied by Werner was, there is a formation of here Fe Cn twice 4 of cation. In this complex compound, here charge on iron is equal to 2+. Charge on iron is equal to 2+. Actually, this compound is represented as here K4 Fe Cn6. 6 cyanide ligands are directly attached to the iron. Here charge on iron is equal to 2, means valency of iron is equal to 2, but coordination number is equal to 6. Means more than the valency, coordination number means coordinate bonds are formed by the ligands with central metal atom or ion. Third example studied by Werner was, there is a formation of here Pt Cl4 and 6 of NH3. On platinum, charge is equal to +4, means valency is equal to +4, but it shows coordination number is equal to 6, and this complex compound is represented as Pt, then NH36 Cl4. Here coordination number of platinum central metal ion is equal to 6. For study of these 3 coordination compound, first one is COCl3 6NH3, then FeCN twice 4 of cation, then PtCl4 6NH3. In all these complex compounds, the coordination number is different than their valencies of central metal atom or ions. And for this work, here Werner has got a Nobel Prize in chemistry, and he was assumed to be the what? Father of coordination chemistry. And that is the introduction to coordination chemistry and Werner's theory for formation of coordination compound, and that was put forth by Werner in 1893, and formation of various coordination compounds and their valencies and corresponding coordination bond formed by the coordination compound. Second point in Werner's theories, assumptions of Werner's theory. You know that assumption means somebody assume that such type of phenomenon is occur and others has to prove, that is known as assumption. Here second one is assumptions of Werner's theory. There are total 5 assumptions put forth by Werner. First assumption, in coordination compound there is a central metal atom or ion, and it occurs here two types of valencies, or shows two types of valencies. Number one is primary valency and second is called as secondary valency. In coordination compound, central metal atom or ions possesses two types of valencies. One is known as primary valency and second is known as secondary valency. Here primary valency is ionizable valency and secondary valency is non-ionizable valency. Then second assumption of Werner theory is secondary valencies are equal to the coordination number. Secondary valencies is equal to the coordination number. You know that coordination number means number of ligands that are directly attached to the central metal atom or ion. Number of ligands that are directly attached to the central metal atom or ion, and ligands directly attached are secondary valencies. Then third assumption of Werner's theory is that here primary valencies are generally anions and shown by dot lines in the structure of coordination compounds. Primary valencies, you know that valencies are ionizable. Then these valencies are generally anions, means negatively charged, and in coordination compound structure these valencies are shown by dot lines, whereas secondary valencies are, you know that, non-ionizable. These are cations or neutral atom or molecule or anions, and these valencies are shown in the structure by thick line or dark line. Then next, number 4 assumption for Werner theory is that secondary valencies are directional. Secondary valencies are directional. That means various types of isomerisms, then structure of coordination compounds, geometries of coordination compounds, etc. is depend upon the secondary valencies and not primary valencies. Structure, geometry, shape, etc. depend upon the secondary valencies and not on the primary valencies, and that's why they are called as secondary valencies are directional. And last, fifth one, assumption of Werner's theory is that coordination compound is divided into two spheres, first sphere and second sphere. First sphere and second sphere. That first sphere is equal to coordination number and second sphere is equal to primary valencies. And all these assumptions were explained by Werner by taking the example of, here example is CuCl3 6NH3. Example is CuCl3 6 of NH3. This is coordination compound. In this coordination compound, here central metal ion is cobalt. 3 chloride ligands are surrounded against 6 NH3 ligands are surrounded by cobalt. And this is coordination compound. This coordination compound, here structure was explained by Werner, and it is represented as CO, then NH36Cl3. That square bracket term indicate that these are secondary valencies, and outside the square bracket 3 chloride ligands are there. These are the primary valencies. When that compound is added in aqueous medium, their 3 chloride ions are ionizable, and here is the formation of CONH3 plus and thrice of Cl minus, means thrice of Cl minus are ionizable there. And inside the square bracket 6 NH3 ligands are there. These 6 NH3 ligands are non-ionizable. They are called as secondary valencies. These valencies are secondary valencies. In COCl3, 6 NH3 ligands are directly attached to the central metal ion, and therefore here second assumption, secondary valencies are equal to coordination number. Here coordination number of this complex is equal to 6. Reason is that these 6 NH3 ligands are directly attached to the central metal CO3 plus ions. Then next, here primary valencies are generally anions and shown by dot lines. Here primary valencies are 3 Cl minus ions and anions. And if you draw the structure at the center position, there is a cobalt, then 6 NH3 ligands are directly attached to the cobalt. Okay, then there are 3 chloride ions. These chloride ions are primary valencies shown by dot lines. And this is the structure for CONH36Cl3 complex compound. In this complex compound, cobalt is at the center position. 6 NH3 ligands are secondary valencies, and secondary valencies are cations or neutral molecule or anion. Here NH3 is a neutral molecule. NH3 is neutral molecule. Then primary valencies are anions and shown by dot line. Here primary valencies are 3 Cl minus and they are shown by dot lines. Whereas secondary valencies are shown by thick lines. Here these are the thick lines, means 6 NH3 ligands are directly attached to the cobalt. Then next one, here secondary valencies are directional. You know that in CONH36, 6 ligands are directly attached to the central metal atom or ion, and when 6 ligands are attached, you know that coordination number is equal to 6, and that is octahedral complex. Therefore shape, geometry, etc. depend upon the secondary valencies. 6 NH3 ligands are what? Secondary valencies, and that indicates here shape is depend upon that 6 NH3 ligands, because 6 NH3 ligands are directly attached to the CO3 plus ions. And last assumption, that coordination compound is divided into 2 spheres, first pair and second sphere. Here whatever is represented in square bracket, it is called as first pair. It is called as first pair. And what is outside the square bracket, it is called as a second pair. Here first pair means there is a direct bonding between central metal ion and ligand, and 6 NH3 ligands are directly attached, and this is called as the first pair of the coordination compound. You know that first pair is equal to secondary valencies, and secondary valencies are non-ionizable. When there is a dissociation of this CONH36Cl3 in aqueous medium, it forms CONH3 plus and thrice of Cl minus. Here dissociation of 6NH3 is not occur, therefore it is called as non-ionizable. In first pair, ionization is not occur, but in second pair, 3 chloride ions are there, and here 3 Cl minus are formed, and you know that primary valencies are ionizable valencies, and here 3 Cl minus ions are formed, and they are shown by dot line, and that are the assumptions of Werner's theory. And when these assumptions are applied for the COCl3 6NH3, such type of information is obtained, and this is the structure for CONH3 6Cl3. Werner also explained their concept for the auxiliary valencies by taking various examples, and these examples are known as illustration for Werner's theory. Means next point is illustration for Werner's theory. Next point is illustration. Werner explained the formation of coordination number, then primary and secondary valencies, then formation of various types of ions by taking example of 4 complex compound. Number 1 is, suppose there is a formation of here CO NH3 6 Cl3. Then second is CO here NH3 5 Cl2. Then third one here CO NH3 4 Cl2 Cl. And fourth complex compound is CO here NH3 thrice Cl3. All these 4 complex compounds are cobalt complexes. In first complex compound, here 6 ligands are directly attached to the cobalt ion, and 3 chloride ions are outside the square bracket. In second one, 5 NH3 ligand and 1 chloride ligand is directly attached to the cobalt ion, and 2 chloride ions are outside the square bracket. In this case, CONH3 4 NH3 ligands are directly attached to the cobalt, and 2 chloride ions are also in secondary valencies. Then in last one, 6 NH3 ligands and 3 NH3 ligands and 3 chloride ligands are directly attached to the central metal ion. If you consider the coordination number for this complex compound, for all coordination compounds, coordination number is equal to 6, because 6 ligands are directly attached to the central metal atom. Then if you consider the primary valencies, here in first, number of primary valencies equal to 3, then secondary valency, primary valency for second is equal to 2, then here equal to 1, and here equal to 0. Then if you consider the secondary valencies, you know that secondary valencies are equal to coordination number, and in all these 4 complex compounds, secondary valencies are equal to coordination number, and for all 4 coordination compound, secondary valencies are 6. But if you consider the number of ions formed, in first one 4 ions are formed, then second 3 ions, then 2 ions, and here 0 ions are formed. All these are the 4 coordination compound. First one is CONH3 6Cl3. Coordination number and secondary valencies are equal to 6. Primary valencies are 3 Cl minus ions are formed, and number of ions formed by first complex compound is equal to, here equal to 4. What are that 4 ions? One is CONH363 plus and thrice of Cl minus. 3 chloride ions and 1 CONH363 plus ion, total is equal to 4. In second CONH35Cl, Cl2, there is a formation of CONH35Cl2 plus and twice of Cl minus. Here primary valencies are twice of Cl minus and number of ions formed is equal to 3. What are the 3 ions? 3 Cl minus, 2 Cl minus and 1 CONH35Cl2 plus. Like that, in coordination compound number 3, coordination number is equal to 6, primary valency is equal to 1 because only one chloride ion is there and number of ions formed is equal to 2. And if you consider coordination compound number 4, CONH3 thrice Cl3, when it is added in aqueous medium, there is no ion formation. Then secondary valencies is equal to coordination number and coordination number is equal to 6. Reason is that 6 ligands are directly attached to this CO2 plus. Out of that, 3 are NH3 ligands and 3 are chloride ligands. Then primary valencies, outside the square bracket, there is no chloride ion or any anion. Therefore, primary valency is equal to 0. And this complex compound is non-ionizable because all ligands are secondary valencies. When ions are not formed, then number of ions is equal to 0, and these are the 4 coordination compounds, and that is the illustration for primary valency and secondary valency. It is also known as first pair and second pair of the complex, and on the basis of all these 4 coordination compounds, Werner illustrated how that primary and secondary valencies are occur in coordination compounds, then how secondary valencies are equal to the coordination number, what are primary valencies, and how various ions means number of ions are formed by coordination compounds in coordination chemistry. Be remember that in coordination compound, here secondary valencies means coordination number is represented in square bracket and primary valencies are outside the square bracket. This indicates there is a strong bond between these NH3 ligands and central metal ion, and this indicates 3 chloride ions are weakly bonded with central metal ion, and primary valencies are therefore represented outside the square bracket. Then next point is, what are the comparison points between first pair and second pair of coordination compounds? First, coordination pair and second coordination pair. Okay, number 1, you know that first coordination pair is non-ionizable. It is non-ionizable. Here second coordination pair is ionizable. Non-ionizable means ionization is not occur there, and ionizable means there is ionization of ligands or anions. Okay, then here first coordination pair is equal to coordination number of that complex compound. You know that what is meant by coordination number? Number of ligands that are directly attached to the central metal atom or ion is known as coordination number, and coordination number is equal to the first pair, and first pair means equal to coordination number, but here second coordination pair is not equal to the coordination number, means coordination number is not equal to the primary valencies, but coordination number is equal to secondary valencies, and secondary valencies is equal to the what? Coordination number. Then third one, here first pair is represented into the square bracket. Whatever entity or central metal atom and corresponding ligands are represented in square bracket, that square bracket is known as first pair. Then outside the square bracket, the anions are represented, and that is known as second pair. Then fourth comparison point for first pair and second pair. In first pair, ligands are directly attached to the central metal atom, therefore strong bond is formed. The strength of bond is very strong as compared to the what? Here when primary valencies are there, weak bonding is occur there. Means there is a formation of strong bonding in first pair, and there is a formation of weak bonding in second pair. Here next comparison point is in CO. If you consider here CO, then NH36 Cl3, here this entity CO NH36, 6 ligands are directly attached, they are known as what? First pair, that is represented in square bracket. Outside the square bracket, 3 chloride ions are there, and these 3 chloride ions are known as in the second pair, and that are the comparison points between first pair and second pair. And on that basis, there is a formation of various types of complexes, and their characters are represented, and they are treated with what? Various solution. Next point is again illustration for first pair and second pair, means primary valencies and secondary valencies are explained by Werner by treating various complex compound with silver nitrate solution, that is AgNO3 solution. The aqueous solution of AgNO3 is added in various complex compounds, like suppose number 1 is there is a formation of CO, here NH36 Cl3, then second is CO, then NH36, here Cl2, then here CO, here NH36 Cl2 Cl, and last one is CONH3, here 5, here 4, NH3 thrice, Cl3 and Cl. If you treat all these complex compound with silver nitrate solution AgNO3, here you know that this forms 4 ions. One is CONH36 3 plus and thrice of Cl minus, and there is a direct reaction between Ag plus ion and thrice of Cl minus ion, and reaction is represented as here thrice of Ag plus thrice of Cl minus, it forms thrice of AgCl precipitate. There is a formation of AgCl precipitate, and that precipitate was formed by the complex Here Cu, then NH3 6Cl3. Then second complex, here twice of Ag plus twice of Cl minus. Here is twice of AgCl precipitate, and this complex is, here is Cu, then NH3 5Cl2, then Ag plus Cl minus. Here is a formation of AgCl precipitate, and this complex is Cu, then NH3 4Cl2Cl, and if you consider here Ag plus there is no Cl minus, and complex compound is Cu NH3 thrice Cl3. All these are the 4 coordination compounds. All these are the what? 4 coordination compound. In first coordination compound, 3 Cl minus ions are there, and these 3 Cl minus ions reacts with thrice of AgCl, and there is a formation of thrice of AgCl precipitate. Second complex compound is CONH3 5ClCl2. In aqueous medium, this forms twice of Cl minus, and that twice of Cl minus reacts with twice of Ag plus, and twice of AgCl precipitate is formed. Third complex compound is CONH3 4Cl2Cl. In aqueous medium, it forms 1 Cl minus ion, and that 1 Cl minus ion reacts with Ag plus, and AgCl precipitate is formed. And fourth complex compound is CONH3 thrice Cl3. When it is added in aqueous medium, there is no formation of Cl minus or any ion, because this complex compound is non-ionizable. This complex compound is non-ionizable, and when this non-ionizable compound is formed, ions are absent. Therefore, there is no reaction with Ag plus, and no AgCl precipitate is occur in case of CONH3 thrice Cl3. And all these 4 coordination compounds illustrate that here 3 chloride ions are ionizable, here 2 chloride ions are ionizable, here 1 chloride ion is ionizable, and in fourth compound there is no chloride ion formation. Here in first case, here 6 NH3 are the secondary valencies, here 5 NH3 and 1 chloride ligand is secondary valency, here 4 NH3 and 2 chloride ions are secondary valencies, here 3 NH3 and 3 chlorides are secondary valencies. And you know that secondary valencies are non-ionizable valencies, but primary valencies are changed. Here 3 chloride ions, 2 Cl minus ion and 1 chloride ions are primary valencies, and in fourth compound there is no primary valency. Primary valencies are ionizable, secondary valencies are non-ionizable. Secondary valencies are equal to the coordination number. In all these 4 coordination compounds, coordination number is equal to 6. There is a change in the primary valencies, and this data indicate that here there is a formation of thrice of AgCl, here is a formation of twice of AgCl, here is a formation of single AgCl, and in fourth complex compound AgCl precipitate is not formed. This data indicate that when 3 chloride ions are there, then more precipitate is formed, and the formation of precipitate decreases from top to the bottom in CONH3 6Cl3 to CONH3 thrice Cl3 due to the presence of chloride ions. In first complex compound, more chloride ions are there, that value is equal to 3 chloride ions, 2 chloride ions, 1 chloride ion and 0 chloride ion, and that is the illustration for various cobalt complexes containing 6 NH3 ligands, then Cl3 ligands, and the value of that primary valence is decreases, and there is a formation of what? Various precipitates of AgCl. Here this thrice of AgCl, and in last one 0 silver chloride precipitate is formed because Cl minus ions are absent, and that is the illustration for coordination chemistry given by the Werner's theory and formation of coordination compound, and that is enough for the illustration for the Werner's theory. Okay, thank you.